Hello and welcome to the Arizona Region Volleyball Facility and the Buccaneers Sports Network. I'm Tyler Bednar, and I'm here to bring you some Cal Pac volleyball today. Today's matchup is between the Westcliff Warriors and your Park University Gilbert Buccaneers. In the past week, the Bucks are 1-0. The Bucks beat Marymount, California in 3 straight sets last night at home. This performance gave the Bucks a 13-3 conference record and a 14-6 record overall. The Bucks have won 2 matches in a row and are looking to extend that streak to 3. This game being the second of those 3 matches, they are ending the season with 3 home matches. Their opponent, the Westcliff Warriors, are 10-6 in conference play and 12-11 overall. Tonight's matchup is a big one, and it's also senior night. So a couple of the seniors were just announced and awarded, and their contributions to the team could not be overstated. The starting lineups for the Bucks: number 7, Amanda Jonovich; number 14, Annika Wallace; number 10, Miranda Bacon; number 4, Kendra Zuckerman; number 17, Kayla Weiserman; number 15, Hattie Patton; and number 9, McKenna Bussey. On the other side for Westcliff, number 8, Janine Correa; number 23, Peyton Horst; number 3, Erica Wilson, and a few others that we'll talk about in a second. Nice hit there from Kendra Zuckerman, starts this game off. Tip over, Annika Wallace gets a dig, sets it up. And that hit stays in bounds. That'll be the first point for the Bucks. Like I was saying before, number 7, Brooke Sheedle; number 6, Maddie Shepston; and number 2, Riley Adair are the starters. Jonovich sends it over. Dug up by the Warriors, sets it up. A big spike, blocked to the net. Set up here for Zuckerman, who tips it over. And a diving play by the Warriors keeps this point alive. Hattie Patton with the save there. Zuckerman tips it over. It's a big spike, and it goes out of bounds, and that will be a point for the Warriors. First kill of the night for the Warriors. Number 2, Riley Adair, will be the server here for the Warriors. She sends it over, and it barely doesn't go over the net, and that's to be a point for the Bucks. Early 2-1 lead. Number 15, Hattie Patton, will be the server here. She sends it over. Dug up by the Warriors. Sets it up. And that's a kill. Brooke Sheedle with an amazing hit there. Ends in a point for the Warriors. Number 24, Megan Tilschner. And number 20, Elise Brown. Excuse me, number 22, Michelle Doe, come out. A service error committed by Megan Tilschner gives a point for the Bucks. Number 28, Heidi White, and number 2, Melissa Blocky, sub into this game for the Buccaneers. Blocky sends it over. It barely goes over. That will end in a service ace for Blocky. She was doing a lot of that last night. She had 4 service aces by herself in that 3-set sweep last night against Marymount. Blocky sends it over. Almost another ace there, and it will be. Great serve there, 2 in a row now. Janine Correa was not able to dig the ball well enough. Blocky will serve here once again. She sends it over. A nice serve there. Riley Adair sets it up, and that will be a kill for the Warriors. As Zuckerman is unable to hit that ball. Number 16, Alexia Scott, comes into this game for the Warriors. Number 6, Maddie Shepston serves for the Warriors. Patton gets a dig, sets it up. Jonovich! And that's a kill! Early and often yesterday, Jonovich got some kills In the first two matches, she got the first point and the last point of each of the first two sets. Take by Zuckerman. Sets it up. Nice little tip over there. Almost ends in a point. Patton with the dig. Sets it up. Blocky. Chandler again. Great block of the net. Sets it up. And that ball goes barely out of bounds. A nice attempt, though, from Alexia Scott. Zuckerman sends it over. Dug up by Riley Adair. Sets it up. Blocks the net. Great defense, though. And a ball handling error committed by the Warriors, leading a point for the Bucks. McKenna Bussey's back here. She was not active yesterday, but is back. She's had a great impact so far, having a couple blocks already. She hits it over. Dug up by Blocky. Sets it up. Nice little tip over by White. Keeps this point alive. Adair sets it up. Little running spike there by the Warriors. Janovic tips it over. Here's another attempt. Great defense by Patton. A nice little tip over. Thing that Blocky's known to do. Doesn't end in a point, though. This point is still alive. Great block in the net keeps this point alive for the Bucks once again. Set up for Janovic. And that's another kill. Some great defense on both sides, as there were many attempts from Alexia Scott and a few others from the Warriors. But great defense by the Bucks. And a nice setup for Janovic. It's an early 9-3 lead here for the Buccaneers. Set up. And a hitting error committed by number 20, Elise Brown. Ends in a point, and that will be the first timeout called of this entire match. Westcliff trails 10-3. Bucks lead. An impressive start here for the Buccaneers. Like I said before, there were a total of 9 service aces in those 3 sets yesterday. 4 of which came from Blocky, 4 of which came from Annika Wallace. And they hit that beginning of this match. There's another one, so that'll be something to watch for. See how many they are able to get. Janovic already has 2 kills to start this game out. She had the first 3 points of that first set were all kills. And then that last point in that first set, she had 5 kills after the first set alone. Ended up in the double digits. She's been quite impressive as a freshman. 2 seniors were announced and congratulated for their time here. Kayla Wiseman was one of them. And we are back here. Bucks lead 10-3. And we are back with action. Zuckerman still serving. She sends it over. Dug up well by the Warriors. Sets it up. And that's a kill. Alexia Scott. Dig is credited to Maddie Shepston. Number 14, Kanedi McDonald, comes into this game and will serve for the Warriors. She sends it over. Dug up by Zuckerman. Sets it up. Nice little tip over. Leads to a point for the Buccaneers. Danielle Miranda Johnson comes into this game, substituting out McKenna Bussey. Brooke Sheetal and Riley Adair come back into this game for the Warriors. Miranda Johnson sends it over. And an error against the Warriors there. They were not in the right, out of rotation. That'll lead to another point for the Bucks. It's 12-4 already in this game. Miranda Johnson sends it over. Sets it up. And that will be a kill. Elise Brown. Number 22, Michelle Doe, and number 3, Erica Wilson come into this game. Doe will be serving. Doe sends it over. Dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up. Taylor Weiserman. A great kill there for the Buccaneers. Annika Wallace and Miranda Bacon come into this game. Wallace replacing Blocky as the setter and will serve here. Wallace sends it over. Dug up by Adair. Sets it up. Tip over. Patton gets the dig. And it's blocked to the net. Miranda Bacon attempts to get a kill there, but it's... But the point goes to the Bucks regardless. Wallace sends it over. Sets it up. Blocks the net. Great defense by the Bucks there. And that hit is a kill for the Warriors as it barely stays in bounds. Janine Correa comes back into this game here, and she sends it over. Dug up by Zuckerman. Sets it up. Jonovich. Oh, a diving play there by Kendra Zuckerman, but it goes out of bounds. That'll be another kill for the Warriors. It's a 14-7 lead. About halfway through this first set. Patton gets a dig there. Zuckerman hits it over. This could be an easy setup there as Jonovich just tips it over.
Hey, we're good. Shake it. Let's go.
The dig by the Warriors was not in the right spot. This was a perfect spot for the Jonovich to get another kill. She's already got 3 tonight. Jonovich sends it over. Dug up. Sets it up. A diving play and a tip over by Bacon. Keeps this point alive. Block, but it goes and it stays. It lands in bounds on the Buck side. Diving play by Patton on that last point, though. Really was a Sports Center top 10 play there. Nice little hit over Patton. Slides and gets a dig. And that will be a kill for Bacon. McKenna Busty comes back into this game as Patton will be serving. Patton sends it over. Little tip over there. Diving play by both Jonovich and Patton. That will lead to a kill for the Warriors. Number 24, Megan Tilschner, will be the server here. She sends it over. Dug out by Patton. Sets it up. Wallace. A tip over by Bacon. Leads to another point for the Buccaneers. Blocky and White come back into this game. Blocky will be serving. Blocky serve almost an ace, but a diving play there. And a weird hit off the net by the Warriors goes out of bounds, and that'll be another point for the Buccaneers. It's an 18-9 lead for the Bucks late in this first set. Blocky sends it over. And that will be another service ace. She's got 3 already tonight. There's add-ons to that season total tally. She's been dominant serving so far these past couple of games. Except for right there when she commits a service error. Number 6, Maddie Shepson serves it for the Warriors. Jonovich sets it up. And a big hit! McKenna Bussey. Zuckerman will be the server here for the Bucks. Sets it up. Patton. For Jonovich. Blocks the net, but it goes out of bounds. It's her 4th kill. Kendra Zuckerman sends it over. Took up by Dare, sets it up. Great hit there from Patton. Warriors are able to get back on defense. Bounces off the net on that hit. Blocky. A little tip over there by White. Blocky sets it up, and it goes out over, and that was a little too far on the set there. Sets up a perfect kill for the Warriors. Number 14, Kennedy McDonald will be serving here. McDonald sends it over. Zuckerman. Blocky for Jonovich. Her hit goes in the worst possible spot, and that's another kill. Bucks are only 3 points away already from securing this first set. Danielle Miranda Johnson will be serving here for the Buccaneers. She sends it over. That will be a perfect setup here for Jonovich again. That's 2 points in a row. Miranda Johnson once again sends it over. Took up by Adair, sets it up. And a hitting error. They hit the ball 4 times before it went over. That'll be a point for the Buccaneers. This is a set point right here for the Bucks. She sends it over. Took up by Adair. Sets it up. It's blocked! And it goes out of bounds. That'll be a point for the Warriors. Michelle Doe and number 3, Erica Wilson, come back into this game. Doe sends it over. Sets it up. And a nice little tip there by Blocky. But the Warriors are able to get back on defense. Jonovich! And that will be another point for the Warriors. Michelle Doe sends it over. Dug up. It's a little far. Bucks are able to get back though. Jonovich tips it over, and that will be another kill, and that will be the first set. Bucks win the first set 25-13. Catch you guys back later for the second set.
Actually, we're having some issues here right now, so I'm going to skip over.
And we are back with the second set here. Park University Gilbert won 25-13 in the first set. Manojanovic had 7 kills, 3 service aces for Blocky already in this match. Great performance overall by the Bucks. Absolute dominance on both sides of the ball. Many blocks by the upper 3, including Bacon, and Heidi White had a couple there too. Wiseman had a great first set as well. Overall, just very few flaws in that first set. Annika Wallace will start us off here, serving for the Bucks. And she sends it over. Dug up by Tapia. And it's a first point for the Warriors. That kill was by Peyton Horst. Right after that kill, she comes out of the game in favor of Brooke Sheetal. And Riley Adair will be serving for the Warriors. She sends it over. Dug up by Jonovic. Sets it up. Nice defense there by the Warriors. Blocks the net. And that will be the second point for the Warriors. Early 2-0 lead here for the Warriors. Adair sends it over. Dug up by Zuckerman. Sets it up. Bacon. And it bounces off the hand of the Warriors defender. That was Erica Wilson. That will be a kill for Bacon. Jonovic will serve here. Sets it up. Block to the net. And perfectly set up for Bacon once again. And it's now tied at 2 apiece. Jonovic sends it back over again. Dug up by the Warriors. Sets it up. Wilson. And that will be a kill. Erica Wilson. Megan Tilschner comes back into this game in addition to Elise Brown. A little bit of a question here by head coach Clay Webb. Tilschner and Brown will sub back into this game for the Warriors. Westcliff leads 3-2. She sends it over. Dug up by Zuckerman. And that will be a service ace for the Warriors. Be 4-2 now. That serve was pretty basic. It's a bad hit by Zuckerman. Sets it up for Zuckerman again. Sets it up. Kayla Wiseman. That's a kill. It's now 4-3. Patton will be serving here for the Buccaneers. She sends it over. Dug up by the Warriors. Sets it up. Little tip over. Defense by both teams there. Zuckerman hits it over for the Bucks. And that hit goes out of bounds. And it'll be all tied at 4 apiece. Great opportunity there for the Warriors, but hit barely goes out of bounds. Patton will serve here once again. Dug up by Tapia. Sets it up. Blocked to the net. And that will be a kill. That kill is credited to Maddie Shepston there. Shepston will now serve. Shepston sends it over. Dug up by Zuckerman. Sets it up. Bacon tips it over. And that will be a point for the Buccaneers. Melissa Blocky and Masaya Archbold come into this game. Masaya had her collegiate debut yesterday, and she started. And now getting some action here as well. Blocky sends it over. Almost another service ace. As Adair's hit keeps his point alive for the Bucks, and that will be a kill. Excuse me. Ball handling error committed by the Bucks leads to a point for Westcliff. Little confusion once again here for Coach Clay Webb as he's questioning the call. They will discuss this point. Bucks are trailing 6-5 very early in this game. Like I said, the first set was pretty easy sailing for the Buccaneers. They are going to redo this point actually, so we'll be tied up once again. And now the Westcliff coach has some questions. We'll be delayed here for a second again. Server once again will be Blocky for this point. It'll be tied at 5 apiece as Blocky will be serving. Now there'll be discussions at the scorers table. Blocky's been pretty good serving. Let's see what she can do here. She will send it over. Blocky sends it over. Dug up well by Adair. Sets it up. Great play, and that will be 3 hits. And that will be a point for the Warriors. Number 14, Kennedy McDonald, comes back into this game. And will be serving here for the Warriors. McDonald sends it over. Dug up by Zuckerman. Sets it up. And a great play! Melissa Blocky fakes the set and just tips it over. Brooke Sheetal and number 2 Riley Adair come back into this game for the Warriors as Zuckerman will be serving. Zuckerman's service dug up by Shepston. Sets it up. And a hitting error committed by Alexia Scott gives the point to the Bucks. Sets it up. And that will be a point for the Warriors. This is a back and forth second set here. Something that wasn't like that in the first set. Number 22, Michelle Doe, sends this ball over. And a hitting error committed by the Bucks gives Westcliff another point. Doe serves it over, dug up by Patton, sets it up. And that ball goes out of bounds, barely, and another point for Westcliff. 9-7 here in favor of the Warriors. Doe sends it over. Dug up by Jonovich. And that hit goes a little too far, and it sets up another point for the Warriors, as they are on a streak now. 4 straight points. Doe sends it back over. Dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up for Jonovich. Jonovich! And it tips off the fingertips and goes out of bounds, and that'll be another kill for Jonovich. She has 8 kills in this match so far, as Danielle Miranda Johnson sends it over. Dug up by Adair, sets it up. Little hit there by Shepston. Miranda Johnson sets it up. A tip over there. I'm going to say Archbold. Wiseman sets it up for Archbold, who hits it over. Let's set up Jonovich, and that's another kill. Almost every time Jonovich hits the ball, it's pretty difficult to return it. It's been pretty obvious so far in this game. And Miranda Johnson's serve goes out of bounds, and Westcliff leads 11-9. Number 1, Sophia Tapia sends it over. Jonovich sets it up for Jonovich. Great defense there by Warriors. Blocked to the net, and that will be a point for the Bucks. Annika Wallace and Miranda Bacon come back into this game. Wallace will be the server. Wallace serves it over. Dug up by Adair. And a great hit, but defended well by Wallace. Miranda Bacon's hit goes over. Adair sets it up. Shepson tips it over in the perfect spot, as a diving Jonovich is not able to get a hand on the ball. And that will be a kill for Shepson. The libero Riley Adair will serve here. She sends it over. That serve is dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up. Weiserman! Great defense there, though, by Tapia. Shepson! Diving play by Patton keeps his point alive. Sets it up for Jonovich, who tips it over and is blocked in the net. But great defense by the Bucks. Hits the ball over. Jonovich! Great diving play by Riley Adair. Shepson with the jumping hit. Sets it up for Jonovich again. And that will end in a kill. That is double digits down for Jonovich. And she will serve here. She sends it over. Barely goes over that, and that's a service ace. And this ball game is all tied up. Jonovich sends it over. Dug up by Tapia. Set up. And a great hit there by Erica Wilson. Gives her a kill and her team the lead. Megan Tilschner and number 20 Elise Brown come into this game for the Warriors. More discussions here by the Buck coach, Clay Webb. This has been, like I said before, a much more back and forth game, as Bucks won the first set 25-13, and now they trail Westcliff 13-12. Tilschner sends it over, sets it up Zuckerman, and a big hit there ties this ball game up. Great point there for the Bucks. As McKenna Busty comes back into this game, and Patton will serve. Patton sends it over. Dug up, sets it up. Blocked to the net. Great defense though on the other end, as that will lead to a point for the Warriors. After the block, diving plays were made by multiple Warrior players to keep this point alive, and ended up going in favor of Westcliff. Number 6, Maddie Shepson sends it over. Sets it up for Bacon, whose hit goes inbounds, so will end up in a kill for Bacon. She has 4 kills this set alone. As now Blocky will come into this game and will be serving for the Buccaneers in a 14-14 tie. Blocky sends it over. Dug up by. That was a great play on both ends. Lexia Scott had the dig, and her hit was blocked, but it went out of bounds. Number 14, Kanedi McDonald comes back and will serve for the Warriors. It's a 15-14 game. McDonald. Dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up for Jonovich. And another kill! She's got 11. And it's tied up at 15 apiece. Number 7, Brooke Sheetal. Subs out a player, and now Riley Dare comes back into the game as Zuckerman sends it over. There's a setup for the Warriors, and a hit goes out of bounds. Will lead to a point. That hit was on Elise Brown. Zuckerman sends it over. Sets it up. Lexia Scott. And that hit goes out of bounds as well. Bucks take a 2-point lead as multiple hitting errors are committed by the Warriors on consecutive points. Zuckerman serve. Dug up by Shepston. A little tip over. Blocky sets it up. Great hit there from Jonovich, but defended well. Nice little play. Blocky has to hit it over. A diving play by Adair. Lexia Scott's hit goes out of bounds off of Zuckerman, and that will be a kill. Erica Wilson and Michelle Doe come back into this game. Doe will be serving. Doe sends it over. And it goes out of bounds. A service error makes this lead 2 once again for the Bucks. Danielle Miranda Johnson will be the server here for the Buccaneers. She sends it over. Dug up there by Scott. Set up. Defended by Jonovich. Sets it up. Little hit over there for the Buccaneers. And a hitting error committed by Maddie Shepson leads to a point, and a timeout taken by Westcliff. Buccaneers hold a 19-16 lead. This has been the largest lead that either team has had in quite a few points as they keep going back and forth. It was 14-14 1 point now. The Buccaneers lead 19-16. I think overall best player so far has been Jonovich. He's 11 kills and a service ace. And it's got many points and set up for the Buccaneers. It's a close game though, much different than that first set. They'll go all the way down to the wire here. Bucks only hold a 3-point lead in this crucial second set, because winning this second set for the Bucks could mean so much, as they only need 1, and the Warriors would have to win 3 consecutive sets to take this match. Now, conceding this second set isn't the end of the world, but obviously the Bucks would love to just send them home earliest as possible. It's a 3-point lead, and Miranda Johnson will be serving for the Bucks. Miranda Johnson sends it over. Dug up by Adair, sets it up. Block to the net! Weiserman! Why are you hitting at her? Great block. Alexia Scott's hit was blocked at the net. It's 20-16. Miranda Johnson sends it over. Almost ends up in another service ace for Blocky, but the Warriors. And that hit stays in bounds. A great hit there from Weiserman. It's now a 5-point lead for the Buccaneers. Adair gets the dig, sets it up. Scott! And that's a kill for Alexia Scott. Number 1, Sophia Tapia comes back into this game. Will be serving here for the Warriors. She sends it over. Dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up for Jonovich. Jonovich. That hit is defended well by Peyton Horst. Patton sets it up. Masaya Archbold hits it over. Zuckerman gets a dig. Sets it up. Weiserman! And her hit goes out of bounds, and that will lead to another point for Westcliff. Tapia sends it back over. Dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up. Patton sets it for her. And that almost ends up in a kill. A diving play by multiple Bucks. And it goes almost in play. That would have been an amazing play by both Patton and Zuckerman to keep that point alive. But it's now a 2-point lead for the Buccaneers. Tapia sends it over. Dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up. Masaya Archbold is blocked in that, but that block goes out of bounds. It's a 22-19 lead for the Buccaneers. Wallace and Bacon are back into this game. Wallace will be serving. Wallace sends it over. Dug up by Adair. Sets it up. And that's a kill! Great hit there by number 23, Peyton Horst. And it's only a 2-point game as Riley Adair will be serving for the Warriors. She sends it over. Dug up by Jonovich. And that will lead to a point for the Warriors. And a timeout has been taken by the Bucks, as what was once a 3-point lead is gone down to a 1-point lead. It's 22-21. There have been some great defensive plays so far in this game. A couple of these points have gone for upwards of 45 seconds to a minute of just straight up action and great defense. That's what you love to see. Bucks take their first timeout of the entire match here, as they only lead by 1 point. They were leading by 3 when Westcliff took their timeout about 8 points ago. And it's a completely different ball game as Bucks need to be leading by 2 points to take this set. And Riley Adair will once again be serving here for the Warriors, with their team trailing only by 1 point. Adair sends it over. Dug up by Hattie Patton. Wallace runs over Jonovich, and that's another kill. That was a huge point there for the Buccaneers. As a point the other way would tie it. And now it's a 2-point lead for the Bucks. Jonovich sends it over. Dug up by multiple Warrior players. And Shepson gets the kill! Great setup there by Westcliff. Lise Brown and number 24, Megan Tilschner, come back into this game. 23-22, Tilschner. Dug up by Jonovich, and that hit is just a little too far, and that's another point for the Warriors. There have been a couple points like that so far where a Buccaneer player hits it just a smidge too far where the Warriors are able to smack it back down. And that's exactly what happened there. Jonovich sets it up. And that's a kill for the Bucks. 24-23. Now Hattie Patton will be serving. With this 1 point right here being set point. Huge point here for both sides. Patton sends it over. Dug up by Adair. Sets it up. A nice little tip over. Great defense by Bussey. Sets it up for Zuckerman. And that's the point and the set. Bucks win the second set 25-23 and take a 2-0 lead. Stick around as set 3 will come up in just a few moments. Who were the 2 seniors that were announced? I know it was Weiserman, and then who else was it? Georgia. Okay, that's fine. And we are back here with the third set of 5 here Bucks won the second set 25-23. Much closer game, but the Bucks still sneaked away with the win, hoping to send Westcliff home in 3 consecutive sets. The Warriors will start serving, and that server will be Sophia Tapia. Like I mentioned before, it is senior night, so Kayla Wiseman and Georgia Romine Black both were announced and awarded. Obviously, their contributions to this team have been amazing on both ends. Great careers. As Tapia sends it over, dug up by Jonovic. Here's a setup. Here. It's blocked in the net, but it goes on the Bucks side. And Westcliff will get the first point of this third set. Sophia Tapia here. Sends it over. Dug up by Jonovic. Patton. Verjanovic. Bounces off the net and defended. Sets it up here for Shepson. It's blocked in net, but great defense by the Warriors. And they will send it over, but it will go way too far. And that will lead to a point for the Buccaneers. Jonovic will be the first server here for the Bucks in this third set. Jonovic sends it over. Dug up and sets it up for Shepson. Blocks in the net. Shepson dives. And a hit there by Erica Wilson does not go over, and that'll be lead to another point for the Bucks. Jonovic sends it over. Took up by Shepson, sets it up for Shepson. Great play there by Kendra Zuckerman. And that will be another kill for the Bucks, as they have now jumped out to a 3-1 lead, taking the last 3 points. Jonovic sets it up. Blocks the net! Kendra Zuckerman! Another point for the Buccaneers. It's now 4-1. Jonovic sends it over, and it barely goes out of bounds, and that will be a service error committed by Jonovic. And now Brooke Sheetal comes back into this game for the Warriors, as Riley Adair, the libero, will serve here for Westcliff. She sends it over. Jonovic sets it up. Zuckerman tips it over. Great defense there by Tapia. Blocks the net. That hit was by Maddie Shepson. But it will lead to an Erica Wilson kill. And it's now 4-3. Tapia will continue, Riley Adair will continue to serve here. In a close third set here, early going. Adair sends it over. Dug up by Pat. Sets it up. Nice little tip over there by Bacon, and a diving play by Michelle Doe keeps this point alive. Pat sets it up. Nice little hit there from Wallace. Great defense by the Warriors, though. Great hit there by Kayla Weiserman. Leads to another point for the Bucks. 5-3 lead for Patton, who will serve for the Buccaneers. Patton sends it over. Dug up by Tapia, sets it up for Wilson, whose hit goes out of bounds, and that will be another point for the Buccaneers. It's 6-3, early going, as Patton sends it over. Dug up once again by Tapia. Sets it up. Wilson blocks the net. And a diving Patton is not able to get the point for the Bucks. A great effort, though. She went all the way almost to the other side of the court to try and make that play. And now Megan Tilschner will be serving. She sends it over. And that serve goes out of bounds. And the Bucks will regain that 3-point lead. Masaya Archbold and number 2, Melissa Blanke, come into this game for the Buccaneers. Blanke sends it over. Dug up by Adair. Sets it up. Nice hit, and that will be a kill. That kill is by number 20, Elise Brown. Now number 16, Alexia Scott, comes back into this game as Shepston will be serving once again. Shepston sends it over. Dug up by Pat. That's it for Jonovich. Jonovich hit goes, stays in bounds, and that will lead to another kill for the Bucks and for Jonovich. That's number 13 on the night. Zuckerman serves it. And a point there for the Warriors on that kill. It's now only a 2-point lead for the Bucks. They keep going back and forth, back and forth. 3-point lead, 2-point lead, 3-point lead. Let's see what will happen here as Canadian McDonald sends it over. Dug up by Hattie Pat. Sets it up. And it bounces off the shoulder of the Warriors. Number 14, Canadian McDonald. There'll be another point for the Bucks. Number 18, Daniela Miranda Johnson will serve here for the Buccaneers. Johnson sends it over. Dug up by Adair. Sets it up. And a diving play by Miranda Johnson is unsuccessful. And it's now only a 2-point lead for Park Gilbert. Number 22, Michelle Doe, will serve here once again. She sends it over. Dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up. Diving play by Adair to keep this point alive for the Warriors. A tip over. Bucks set it up. Say Archbold. Great hit there, but great defense by Shepston. A diving Blanke keeps this point going as Jonovich blocked to the net. Tip over by the Bucks. And a great hit there by number 16, Alexia Scott. Gives the point to Westcliff. Number 22, Michelle Doe, sends it back over. Dug up by Zuckerman. Sets it up. Say Archbold. Great defense, but keeps the point alive are the Bucks. A diving play by Patton. Hits the ball over. Another setup for Erica Wilson. Another hit by Patton. Jonovich hits it out of bounds. And it's all tied up at 9 apiece. 3 straight points here for Westcliff. Doe sends it over. Dug up by Jonovich. Sets it up. Jonovich. Great defense there by Shepston. Scott blocks the net. A diving play by Adair, though. Another great defense. She punches it over. Sets it up. Another diving play by Adair. And that point ends in the Bucks' favor. Both teams there showed great defense as players were diving all over the court. And now Wallace will be the server for the Bucks as the Bucks have a 1-point lead. Wallace sends it over. Dug up by Adair. Sets it up. Wilson tipped over is blocked. Adair keeps it alive, and Wilson has to just hit it over here. Patton sets it up. Bacon is blocked to the net. And that will be another point for Westcliff as it's tied at 10 apiece. Number 1, Sophia Tapia, will serve. Tapia sends it back over. Jonovic. And that will be a service ace for Sophia Tapia. And Westcliff gains their first lead since they led 1-0. It's 11-10. Tapia dug up by Jonovic. Sets it up. And another point for Westcliff. They've gone on a pretty good streak here. Gilbert had a 9-6 lead, and they have outscored in the past 7 points. Park Gilbert 6-1. Tapia sends it back over. Dug up by Jonovic, and that will end up in the second service ace of this stretch of points here for Westcliff. It's now 13-10. That's Tapia's second service ace. Tapia sends it over. Dug up by Jonovic. Sets it up. A little tip over by Bacon. Adair with a nice play. A great hit that bounces off the net. And that will be another point for Westcliff. Momentum has completely shifted the opposite way. It's now 14-10. Tapia sends it over. Dug up. And that will be another service ace for Tapia. That's 3 in her stretch of serving here. It's now 15-10 in favor of Westcliff. This game has completely shifted tides. Like I said before, a 9-6 lead for Park Gilbert. There's now a 15-10 lead for Westcliff. 9-1 stretch here in the past 10 points. Bucks have got to figure out how to get this point, as Tapia has 3 of those 9 points by herself with just service aces alone. Warriors are already out of their huddle here, as the Bucks have to figure it out if they want to get this third set. This third set's almost looking the opposite way of what the first set went. It started out somewhat even, and then Park Gilbert jumped out to a pretty big lead, and now Westcliff in this third set has jumped out to a pretty sizable lead as they are up by 5 now. Bucks are out of their huddle and back onto the court as Tapia continues to serve. Tapia sends it over. Dug up by Patton. Sets it up Wallace. Bacon has to hit it over. Sheldo sets it up for Shepson. Jonovic for Bacon. Great play there by Adair. And Maddie Shepson's hit goes out of bounds off of the Buccaneers, and that's another point for the Warriors. Doe sends it over. Diving play by Zuckerman. Sets it up for Jonovic. Jonovic's hit right to Adair. Little hit over there by the Warriors. And Bacon, a diving play by Michelle Doe. Erica Wilson, her hit. A bunch of defense here. A little punch over by the Warriors. And now Bacon is blocked to the net, but it stays alive as Shepson hits it over to Jonovic. Sets it up for Jonovic. Another hit there by Adair. Erica Wilson's hit It's defended by Annika Wallace. And Miranda Bacon's hit goes out of bounds, and it's now a 17-10 lead for the Warriors. First 2 points out of the timeout have gone in favor of the Warriors as they jump out to a 7-point lead, as the serve by Tapia goes to Patton, then Doe, and another hit there and kill by Amanda Jonovich. That ends that big streak there. Let's see if Park Gilbert can get back into this game as Jonovich will be serving. Jonovich sends it over. And that will be another service ace. That's her second of the match. It's now 17-12 in favor of Westcliff. Jonovich sends it over. Barely goes over the net. Great play. Set up for Shepson. Patton gets a dig. Sets up for Zuckerman. And that hit goes out of bounds off of the Warriors. And it's now 17-13. The Bucks are on a 3-point streak here. It's now the lead is only 4 points. Jonovich. Shepson gets the dig and will have to hit it over. Jonovich sets it up. Zuckerman. And another tip-off leads to another point for the Bucks as it's now 17-14, and that will lead to a Westcliff timeout. And now it looks like momentum has shifted the other way. So a couple minutes ago, it was a completely different ball game. It's 17-14 in favor of Westcliff. 4 points ago, it was 17-10. Jonovich has 14 kills so far in this match, hoping to add on some more in these next couple points. And she will continue to serve once we get out of this timeout break. Westcliff is out of their timeout, out of their huddle. Both teams still have a timeout each, as this match seems to go, will end up going down to the wire as well. Like I said before, the second set was a 25-23 Bucks victory, much different than that 25-13 first set victory for the Bucks. Let's see what the Buccaneers can do as they're in a 4-point streak here, and Jonovich will be serving. Some glitters on the court. That's why we're on a delay here. And now we're good to go. Jonovich will serve. She sends it over. Dug up by Tapia. A little tip over. And that will lead to another point for the Bucks. It's now 17-15. Jonovich sends it over. And that will end the streak as her serve goes out of bounds. There will be a service error. It's 18-15. Little barrel Riley Adair sends it over. Dug up by Jonovich. Wallace. Nice hit there. And that's another kill for the Bucks. McKenna Bussey subs back into this game as Patton will be serving. She sends it over. A great diving play there by Tapia. Wilson, and her hit does not go over, and it's now 18-17, a 1-point game in favor of Westcliff. Patton's serve goes over. Sets it up for Shepston. Maddie Shepston's blocked to the net, but it goes out of bounds. That was a huge point for the Warriors. Michelle Doe and Megan Tilshner, excuse me, number 20, Elise Brown and Megan Tilshner come back into this game as Wilson subs back out. Patton. And that's another kill for the Bucks. Melissa Blocky and number 21, Masaya Archbold, come back into this game. Blocky will be serving. Blocky sends it over. And the rotational error leads to another point for the Buccaneers. It's now 19-19. That's the second time this entire match that there's been a rotational error that led to a Buccaneers point. But the Buccaneers will not complain, as it's all tied up now at 19 apiece. Blocky. Great take there by Tapia. Sets it up. Blocks the net! A huge block! Both McKenna Bussey and number 4, Kendra Zuckerman, were there. That block was against Brooke Sheetal. And it's now a 20-19 lead for the Bucks. Blocky sends it over. Dug up there. Blocks the net again! But the point will still be alive. And a hit that goes out of bounds off of Elise Brown gives the Bucks a 2-point lead and will lead to Westcliff taking their second and final timeout of this third set. Buccaneers strung together some great plays here. They trailed 17-10, and now they lead 21-19. They're on a 11-2 stretch. Obviously, momentum has played a huge role in this third set here. I think whoever gets momentum last ends up winning this game, and right now it's in favor of the Bucks. It's amazing to see how teams are able to bounce back from such large deficits. As the Bucks were trailing by 7, and now they lead by 2. They're able to come together as a team and figure out what's going to work. And they've done that so far, as now Melissa Blocky will serve once again. Bucks still have a timeout. Westcliff does not have any. And the Bucks will lead by favor up. Sheetal hits the net there and leads to another point for Bucks as they are 3 points away from this 3-set. Zuckerman. Another hit here for Shepston. Blocks the net again! Huge blocks by McKenna Bussey. And it's now match point for the Buccaneers. Blocky sends it over. Dug it by Adair. And that hit goes out of bounds, and it'll be a 3-set sweep of Westcliff. The first set went in the favor of the Bucks 25-13. Second set was a little closer, 25-23. And now this third set, favor of the Bucks, 25-19. Stick around, folks, as we will have a little interview with head coach Clay Webb a couple minutes here following this match. Key members of this game, this match, Jonovich had 14 kills, 2 service aces. Blocky had 3 service aces. Bunch of blocks in the end there. Huge moment huge momentum shifter for the Bucks. Like I said before, they were trailing by 7 points and ended up winning by 6. You don't see that very often. Just shows how important it is to take timeouts at the proper time and get a game plan that will sort of shift this game, and they were able to do that tonight in this third set. Amazing performance by the Bucks. Coach Webb is talking to his team. He'll break it down, and hopefully he'll come over here. He'll be over here in quite a second. Hey, Coach, congratulations on that 3-set sweep there. More importantly, though, tonight is senior night. Can you tell me about the impact that the seniors have had on this team in their past 4 years?
Yeah, I mean, so Kayla came to us from Chandler, Gilbert Community College. She's a transfer student. And the second she came in, she just constantly created a glow in the gym and is always charismatic. You know, that's one of those girls that I will always remember coaching and always thoroughly enjoy our conversations and our inside jokes and as far as that's concerned. And then Georgia also came from us from another school. You know, Georgia's impact over the last couple of years has been really important. She's always helped raise our floor and push those girls. You know, we're very fortunate to have those two girls on our roster for sure.
Also, I want to talk about the bonds. What's the bond like of this team with the seniors and these different players with different ages? How do they all come together and put on such a great performance like they did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, this team has been battling different things all throughout the year. You know, things have been thrown, injuries have been thrown here, all this good stuff, you know, throughout the entire year. They've just kind of handled what's been handed to them. And that's something that just kind of shows that the quality of individuals that we have and the diversity and grit that this team has. So I'm just excited to continue to see them compete. You know, we've got USK that's going to come in tomorrow. They're a talented team, so got to push hard and finish and go towards the Cal Pac tournament.
Of course. Another great performance from Amanda Jonovich. She had 14 kills tonight. Can you tell me how her impact on the team is? How big of it has it been, even though she's a freshman?
Sure, yeah. I love calling her a freshman too, right? So we got 4 more years or 3 more years. You know, Amanda's phenomenal. You know, she's one of those athletes that, you know, you look around at you know, a Nationals open qualifier event and say, I'm going to shoot my shot and really talk to that kid and see if it'll stick. And, you know, we were really fortunate that she, you know, wanted to stay in Gilbert and wanted to be, you know, a big part of that growth of Park University Gilbert. So we're fortunate to have her for sure.
Okay, and tell me how important is momentum in this game. Obviously, you guys trailed 17-10 in that last set, and then able to come back 25-19. So, what were you saying in that huddle to get them to come back? Because after you took that first time out, you guys came back and were leading.
You know, I try to let my teams kind of battle through adversity, right? So it's like I have confidence, you know, in that rotation towards like we're going to be able to side out. We were just struggling. You know, we had 5 or 6 balls that were past the 10-foot line. That makes it really challenging to really push and put pressure on the other side. And, you know, when we brought him into that timeout, I was like, look, this is the roller coaster in matches that you'll see to where great teams will fight back and get their runs. And I told them, let's just get our runs and take a 1 point inside mentality and let's go see what we can do to compete. They did a phenomenal job.
One more question here. So you guys have one more game of the regular season. So what are you looking forward to most for the Cal Pac tournament coming up?
Yeah, no, it's exciting. This is the first opportunity for us as a program and as a university to have a team that's going to be able to go to a Cal Pac tournament like this. So, you know, I just want to go and represent. You know, these girls have worked extremely hard all year long, and I would hope that we can go in and get seated well and compete against the top 2 in the Cal Pac. You know, we're definitely talented enough to do some things, and we just got to take it one game at a time and go after it.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
So we were here with Coach Clay Webb after their 3-set sweep of Westcliff Warriors. Once again, momentum played a huge role in that third set, going back and forth for both teams. We will be here once again on the Buccaneers Sports Network tomorrow, 1 p.m., as the Buccaneers finish off their regular season. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.